Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season, both squads believing this will be a great year. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looking at Minnesota, they put in a whole lot of hard work and preparation in the offseason. We saw them already in the preseason, and now all those adjustments get put to the test for a game that's going to count, and they're hoping to start out 1-0. And here we are, opening night of the new NBA season. Every club at this point can be optimistic. Some teams just looking to make the playoffs, others with much higher aspirations, Kenny.
Yeah, well, some people would say that you can start with a clean slate. But then certain people are saying we're building off of last year. So this is a continuation. But whatever happened last year to some of those teams who didn't reach their goals, they just can wash it out and start. But there are certain teams saying, yes, we are who we were last year, and watch who we are this year.
You want to come out the gate strong. Ernie, I think we're in for an exciting year. And it was a pleasure seeing you in San Tropez on our vacation.
Yes.
That's a nice aqua machine you got.
It was very surprising to see you there, big fella, too.
I was
not
memorable. Invited.
How'd you like my bathing suit, Ernie?
Well, let's get it to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Western Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Los Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. This is the first they're seeing of the Timberwolves here. First game of the NBA's regular season for them. Last season, they had the upper hand in the series, going 3-1 against these guys.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. But you've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Garnett out there with Towns. And it's Rubio in at the 1. And for Kobe Bryant, how difficult was last season? Starting out strong, even though the team, Greg, around him wasn't very good. But then everything, including Bryant, fell to pieces.
And when you're a competitor, the way this guy is a competitor, you can't stand to lose. So you push your body to the limit to avoid that. But what happens at age 36 when you've got the kind of miles that Kobe Bryant has, you just can't go it alone. That's why Kobe lasted only 35 games.
Pass to Randall. The dish to Bryant. The shot will not go. And Minnesota will come the other way. Rubio with it. He's picked up by Russell. Rubio outside. Shot clock at 6. Shot off the screen. Here's Towns. Count the bucket.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Russell passes to Clarkson. He dishes it to Hibbert. Towns with the steal. And now running it up the court. Martin pushing it up. Rebound the Lakers. Clarkson with the ball. Fires the 3, and it's good. Clarkson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
And Rubio kicks to Towns. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Jumper off the screen. That's good. Wiggins has got his first points of the night.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Kobe. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Rubio, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Picked by Randall. Here's Russell. He kicks to Randall. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Russell's got his first 2 points.
Good possession there, resulting in the easy one down low.
There's a good screen, and it's Rubio penetrating. Dishes it to Towns. Martin's in the post. He's covered by Clarkson. A floater. The shot misses. And it's the Lakers the other way.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And Bryant kicks to Clarkson. Over to the left wing. And there's the pass to Russell. Lets it go from deep. Garnett grabs the board.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And for the Lakers, obviously the big hit for them was landing the #2 overall pick in the draft. Getting a quality big to add to a roster with Kobe is huge. It made them a player, again, I believe, in free agency.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Hibbert. Bass comes in for Randall. Young's checked in for Clarkson. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Russell. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Miller with the ball. Here's Muhammad. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And you know, when it comes to the Lakers, they're always going to be players in free agency if they have money. It's still a marquee franchise in the NBA, one of the top 2 or 3, no doubt. When you have high draft picks and money to spend, people want to play for you, and not to mention, California is an attractive destination.
Muhammad hits them both. Well, there was a time when the media had written off Shabazz Muhammad as an impact player he showed last year. He belongs in this NBA.
Yeah, certainly did. I mean, he improved in every facet of the game, and sometimes we tend to write guys off a little too soon, Kevin. The media in general, not you in particular. He's been a big-time performer for the Wolves.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And Bryant kicks to Sacre. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Young with no one around. Outside Bryant. Launches it. Good. Kobe's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. And for Muhammad, it's weird that so many fans had given up on a player just after his rookie season. I mean, he's vindicated anyone who stuck with him after his slow rookie start.
Now, here is Young after the miss from Nikola Pekovic. And here's Miller. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The feed to Muhammad. And he goes in for the dunk.
Andre Miller, one of the best dime droppers around.
And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Kobe. And that's not going to go. And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up 6. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And speaking with Roy Hibbert before the game, he helped illuminate their defensive philosophy.
You want to guard the paint, and some of that has to do with myself being able to patrol the paint as much as possible. We want long contested twos. They guard the three-point line, bring them to me. I'll either hit him with a straight up, block the shot, or alter the shot. So contested twos are the worst shots in the NBA.
When you have that sort of focus like him with that kind of confidence on display on a nightly basis, Greg, you are a game changer, and he does change games every night.
You know, and we saw his skill set and execution develop very rapidly over the course of just a couple of years. He worked extremely hard to become the force he is on the interior in this game.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
Russell is out there with Williams. Then there's Robert Sacre. Then it's Brandon Bass. And it's Young in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. Free throw good, Russell. Well, the Timberwolves knew that last season would be one not to worry about winning with Coach Flip Saunders. It was more about growing as a team, and you know him. That's one of his specialties.
Yeah, at Flip, Kevin's a great teacher, and so to have this young group and show the improvement they did over the course of the season was important. And really, it's mostly just about getting guys used to a system and preparing for what could be a really bright future.
Now, here's Rubio. Pekovic with the screen for Rubio. And Hibbert with the block, but he stays with it. And it's Rubio again missing.
From the start, it seemed like they were out of sync. They waited too long to get into their action.
That's a great point. You know, you don't want to be scrambling against the shot clock. That's why it's so important that you have quality possessions.
Russell against Martin. Russell dishes to Williams. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
And, you know, as you said, with Minnesota, I think last season was just about letting the young guys grow and develop, giving them minutes. They had a really young team. The average age last season, under 25 years old.
No one covering. 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Young's shot is off.
And down the stretch, they let the young guys play through their mistakes. And I thought for the Wolves that was important. Wiggins led the league in minutes played after the All-Star break. A lot of those young Wolves logged heavy minutes and got great experience.
And that one's good. Williams has got 5 now. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Minnesota in the lead. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. 2 straight seasons of no playoffs for the Lakers after last year's miss. Not what they were hoping for.
It's going to be a growing process, Kevin. I mean, they had a young team and an injured superstar in Kobe both years. could make the playoffs in that situation. And with the moment, let's check out the stats for Ricky Rubio. Good season for him last year. Averaged 10 points per game, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he'd like to put last year behind him, hoping for a much better showing this time around.
Yeah, it was a year to forget, clearly. Clean slate now, though. He just needs to stay positive.
Randall's checked in for the Lakers. Clarkson comes in for Williams. And a change for the Timberwolves. Garnett's checked in. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Off the pick, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there. And guys, for the Lakers, you'd have to go back almost 40 years to find a time when the Lakers missed the postseason in back-to-back years. Fortunately for them, they won 2 titles in the next 6 years after that.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Rubio kicks to Garnett. He feeds it to Towns. Back to Garnett. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 5 on the clock. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. And it's 6 points for Kevin Garnett.
And it's doubtful that the Lakers will win multiple titles in the coming years unless something drastic happens. Still, this is a franchise committed to success, and they'll do whatever it takes to get back into the postseason.
Shot's good. And it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Timeout called the Lakers. Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Sacre comes in for Roy Hibbert, and Kobe is subbed in for Russell. Now here's Jang, following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Garnett, the screen. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. No good from outside.
And guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets for a first-year player. Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Fires from 14. Offensive rebound. Jang. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah. Those putback jams sting, don't they, Mike?
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now. And perhaps the biggest plus about Towns is his upside. I mean, he's shown that he can make big strides in his level of play. Already good at shooting from outside and can play either post spot, too.
Now here's Prince. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. From the top of the key, and that one's good. Wiggins. And the Timberwolves lead by 5. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Clarkson passes to Kobe. Takes it from 10, and it's off the back rim, no good.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now, here is Miller. Wiggins outside. It's stolen by Randall. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Knocked loose and stolen by Prince. Miller against Kobe. Wiggins outside. One second left. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Timberwolves lead by 5. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Roy, I know you have just a couple seconds, but in a nutshell, what's going to be your approach going into the second half?
Well, we're just going to make sure we keep them off the board and keep them out of transition.
Thank you, Roy. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They have a 5-point lead. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, they forced their way to some easy buckets, aggressively going to the rack, imposing their will. I mean, taking it inside establishes an attitude and toughness that you can't get any other way.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
Well, their defense was really inconsistent. They get a stop, then turn around and give up an easy bucket. That's why they allowed over 50% shooting. Their defense needs to be a lot more focused in the second half.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 5-point game. Checking out the group for Flip Saunders to start the second half. Rubio and Martin are their backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Garnett. And it's Towns in at the center, locking down the middle.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
It's now been a decade since the Minnesota Timberwolves played postseason basketball. Last trip to the postseason for the Wolves back in 2004.
Wow, that was a long time ago. And if you're wondering, that is the longest playoff drought in the league currently. Wolves want nothing more than to get back to playing playoff basketball, and featuring the #1 pick in last year's draft will help.
Good way to start, you're right. Minnesota leading by 4. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. A rebound by the Lakers.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And he gets it to go. Clarkson's got 7.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Hibbert. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
And thank you for that, Doris. Now, here is Russell. Hibbert with the screen. And it's Bryant in the corner. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Bryant's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Russell against Rubio. Here's the screen. At the top of the key, Towns. Just 5 on the clock. And a miss there on the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night. First game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the summer league, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
And, you know, going back to Randle's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The 5th metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
And talking about Randle's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot as well. Hopefully, now he can just stay healthy and get to play the game he loves.
Brandon Bass is checked in for Julius Randle. Now, here's Rubio. He's got 7. Outside, Martin. Inside, here's Pekovic. It's rebounded by Bass.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Martin against Russell. Kicks to Williams. Bass with the screen for the lead, and he gets it to go. Williams has got the lead up to 2 now for the Lakers.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
Martin with the bucket.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
A young team trying to find their place in the league can have it tough on the road, Clark, and the 2015 Timberwolves typified that sentiment.
In spades, 7-34 on the road last season. Dead last in the West as they won only 3 road games against the rest of the conference.
And Williams, here we go. The shot misses.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
That one goes. Count it. That's now 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And with the Wolves on the road, that they shot threes better and had better offense, they would still lose by double digits on average.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And you know, guys, for the Wolves on the road last year, it was hard because they are in the West. I mean, we've talked before about how far they have to travel as a team for their road games.
Some of the numbers here on Kobe Bryant. He had a strong showing last season. He averaged 22 points per game last season, 5 assists and 5 rebounds. And he leads the way for them in the scoring department.
Always looking for a crease in the defense, poking, prodding, and manufacturing points.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Sacre is checked in for Hibbert. Young is subbed in for Kobe. And then for Minnesota, Gorgie Dang's checked in for Towns. Prince comes in for Kevin Martin. And Miller's subbed in for Ricky Rubio. To the paint, screened by Young. The kick out to Williams. Los Angeles with another miss.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Now here's Pekovic. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Zhang with a screen on Russell. Puts it up. It's rebounded by Bass.
That's one he knows he should have drained. Young
outside. Russell against Miller. Russell dishes to Sacre. Here's Williams. Another miss by Williams.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Zhang kicks to Bekovic. Passes it to Muhammad. Prince dishes to Zhang. There's the bucket, good. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
The drive by Russell. Williams with the ball, and it's Miller picking him up. Passes shot, good. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the third. It's Prince on the wing. They get it back. No good on the buzzer beater. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Minnesota on top, leading by just 2. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Minnesota in the lead. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Williams is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Hibbert in at the 5. That's the Laker 5. Now here is Martin. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
And so Martin nails both of them. And for the Lakers without Kobe last season, it was really a stark difference in styles of play and quality. No single person. Clark stepped in to carry their offense. It took a group effort.
Well, you know, it was almost April, Kevin, before somebody surpassed Kobe in field goal attempts on the team. It'll be interesting to see how they build the offense this year.
Here's Rubio. Roy Hibbert picking up that last basket. There's a screen. Randall against Garnett. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rubio. Kept alive, Minnesota. Here's Towns. And he lays it straight in.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Here's Kobe. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Rubio, the pass to Garnett. To the middle. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist from Kevin Garnett. And that's now 6 points for Andrew Wiggins. Kobe kicks to Clarkson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now, here's Rubio. Outside, Martin. Pulls up on the wing. Rebound by Kobe. Bryant's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Clarkson, that drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Clarkson's got the game tied up here for the Lakers. Williams against Rubio. Over to the wing. Now here's Towns. He's covered closely. Towns sets the pick for Rubio. Can't capitalize on the good screen. And Bryant kicks to Clarkson. To take the lead, he takes it up and lays it in. Clarkson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Lakers.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's Garnett. Back to Rubio. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Bryant drives in. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Now it's a 4-point Laker lead. Timberwolves have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Martin. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Martin's got 4 points in the quarter.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And the Lakers call time here.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, he just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. He told them the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
Now here's Kobe. Picked by Randall. Russell dishes to Randall. Floats one. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got assist number 8 now on the night.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're losing by 4. 1:56 left to play in the final quarter. .156 left in the game. Rubio the pass to Martin. Back to Rubio. Garnett kicks to Wiggins. 5 to shoot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
And both free throws good for Wiggins.
No problem for him there. You just know what the result's going to be when he steps to the line in a tight game like this.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're up by 2. 1:37 left in the 4th quarter. .137 left here in the 4th quarter. Kobe's shot is off.
He has got a lot of confidence in his game. You have to if you think you can knock one down from there.
Yeah, I think he maybe needs some time for some direct admonishment.
Yeah, just used his strength there to get the post position without much fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think he's got to do a much better job next time of just bodying up. Get some muscle into him.
Los Angeles calls timeout. .124 left to play in the final quarter. Releases from 15. That doesn't go either for Bryant.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Outside, Martin. Pass to Begovic. take the lead. The shot no good. Great D that time from Hibbert.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Kobe dishes to Russell. Back to Bryant. Money!
One after the other, Kobe taking care of business.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're trailing by 2. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rubio kicks to Martin. Lets it go from 11. Here's Pekovic. It's good! A huge shot to tie it up.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to him.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Kobe passes to Clarkson. Hibbert with the screen. Clarkson kicks to Hibbert. And stolen by Pekovic. Rubio dishes to Martin. Feeds it to Pekovic to take the lead. Count it! And the Lakers call time here. They trail by 2. 1 second left to play here in the fourth. And here's Bryant for 3. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And we'll see you next time. But first, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson just a few aisles above us.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, Ricky Rubio.
This was a complete performance we witnessed here tonight, Ernie. Hey, Shaq, check this out. On offense and defense, don't you think he led his team better than anyone we've seen in a long time?
Yeah.
He's got to be worn down because all that effort on every possession, it'll tire you out.
There must be something about playing on the road that brings out the best in him. I haven't seen this in a player in a while. He gave a very focused and determined effort. And this effort is the biggest reason they're walking away with this win, Ernie, Kenny.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.